Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Liban and today we're going to be checking out the official next-gen walkthrough, a full demo for the Xbox Series X and S. So for those who don't know, just a disclaimer, I've never actually owned an Xbox. I've always either owned a Nintendo console or a PlayStation console, but it looks like we're going to get a full demo of how the whole system works, how we expect things to run, how we expect things to look, the UI, similar to the PlayStation one we did on the channel as well. If you want to check that out, check out the playlist that'll be popping up right now. So I've said many times on Twitter that what Xbox are doing, especially this next gen, is tickling me. It's tickling my brain a bit. It's making me think, I might want to actually pick up a Series X or a Series S, but essentially I'm here just to be swayed. I'm here to be swayed to make sure I pick up both consoles this coming couple of weeks time. So let's check out the demo, let's see what it's saying, and hopefully it'll be pretty cool. Let's go.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Malik Prince, and November 10th is right around the corner. So you know what that means. The launch of the Xbox Series X, our fastest, most powerful console ever.
I do like the look of the console, I'm not gonna lie. It looks sweet.
Packed with next-gen performance. They're both right around the corner. Super exciting time. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk you through a full demo from top to bottom, unedited, to showcase the entire experience on a full retail unit, by the way, just like the one you get on launch. But of course, I can't do it alone. So with me from the Xbox engineering team, it is Harrison Hoffman. Harrison, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Malik?
I'm pumped. I'm excited. It's a new generation of games. We got Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the horizon. Cyberpunk thing coming out. It's a great time to be a gamer.
Two great games. Two great games that are coming out. Come on.
Note that even though we're showcasing the Xbox Series X today, we also have the Xbox Series S here. And with both of these consoles, we're really talking about faster load times, higher frame rates, and richer, more dynamic worlds. And so you're going to see that today. But Harrison, I'm a mind reader. I can tell the comments are going to be, get into it already. So let's do it. Let's get into it.
All right. It's not
get into it already.
This thing on.
All right.
Boom.
Here we go.
Again, exciting time for the team. So much work has gone into this. I bet you're pumped.
Oh yeah, I mean, the team's been working on these consoles for years at this point, so we're all just really excited for gamers all around the world to get their hands on it.
I love it, I love it. So first thing we notice when you turn on the console is home, of course. So let's walk through what's new here.
First thing here, the team has really spent a lot of time over the last year plus, really simplifying, optimizing, refining the experience on the.
Is it me or does it look pretty similar to its current UI? Am I wrong? Someone correct me if I'm incorrect, but it looks very similar to its current UI.
To make it a lot more powerful and useful for people who are those upgraders and those kind of loyal Xbox gamers. So when I land here on home, really the intention of home is to give you quick access to the games that you were playing recently, as well as give you easy ways to discover new games to play. Yeah,
and I'd be remiss if I didn't call out these sick dynamic backgrounds that I see going on here. What's up with that?
For sure. So this is exclusive to Xbox Series X and S. These are our new dynamic backgrounds here. We have one for each color that you can pick on the system, and we're hoping to add more in the future too.
Love that. Looking forward to that. So obviously launch day, people are probably going to want to play a game.
So dynamic themes, basically.
So,
slick.
What do you want to play first? Let's jump into something.
Yeah.
Cool
let's
so
just
far.
dive straight into Gears 5 here. I think that's a good place to start.
Very good choice. Very good choice.
And the big reason why I wanted to start with this game here, this is obviously a game from the Xbox One generation, and it was really like a visual showcase at the time. Really stunning game. And the Coalition has done a lot of great work to really make this game shine.
I've only played a little bit of Gears 5 through PC Games Pass or Game Pass.
This game now running at a
beautiful game.
4K 60 here in the campaign, and it's just looking better than ever before. One thing to really call your attention to here
up to 120,
the detail of the textures, and that's because we are actually using the same textures that we use in the PC version of Gears 5 when it's running under ultra settings, and that's something that we couldn't do before on Xbox One X, but now we're able to do on Xbox Series X. So it's really great to see the game just looking phenomenal here.
And in versus multiplayer, that frame rate's going all the way up to 120, right?
So that was actually one of the first things that I did when I got access to this version of Gears, and I fired up the versus multiplayer just to see what the 120 frames per second really feels like. And I think a lot of people can really relate to that jump from 30 to 60 and really being able to feel the difference there. And then going from 60 to 120, it just feels like incredibly smooth. It's kind of like a gameplay experience
that's pretty
I've
cool.
never had before, honestly.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
So I'm excited to check that out. All right, so maybe you're playing Gears and you want to check in what your friends are up to.
I'm
or
not even
you
sure if
started
my
playing,
eyes can
so
handle
let's check out
120.
the guide. What's going on here?
Yeah, so all I have to do here is just hit the Xbox button and it just pulls up the guide. And you can just think of this as our, sort of over game menu. So it's going to come up over the top of any game that you're playing on the system here and gives you quick access to those things that you might want to do while you're actually playing a game. So, being able to quickly switch between your games and apps, check out your notifications, take a look at your friends list, your party chats, your messages, your achievements, and really just having all that at your fingertips without disrupting the game at all.
I love it. Let's hit up another game. What do you want to play?
Well, I think we've got to dive into Dirt 5 next.
Let's do it. Dirt 5. I'm excited for this.
For
This
sure.
is a very beautiful game.
For sure. First thing that I want to call your attention to as we're transitioning here is this little quick resume icon at the top. And this is a brand new feature that we have for Series X and S. And what quick resume does is it allows you to instantly pick up
Just
where
switch
you left
between
off across
the
multiple
titles.
games in the system. So, if you're like me, like I'm playing, 3 or 4 games probably at a time. Maybe some I'm playing with my friends. Some's maybe like a more serious game I'm playing by myself. Maybe there's kind of a more casual game I like to jump into occasionally. And I can have all those games like hot and ready to play here. So just quick resuming into Dirt 5, like I'm just right back
So
here
you could
in
have
the
Gears
middle of
5
the
running,
race,
Dirt
and
5
everything's
running,
just looking
Doom
phenomenal.
running,
Yeah,
just
it's
in the
like a broken
background,
record
and then
because
just jump
it's
back in
like
whenever he
you get a
wants.
console and
Like the
launch
game
it,
won't
but
have to
it's
close that
such a great
particular
job
app.
of showcasing it.
So
You see,
that's
like, the
sick.
cars are
That's
reflections
really
of
cool.
dirt. Let's name the game.
That's actually
Flying
really
over it.
cool.
It's just a really cool showcase of next gen. But of course, we've talked about this game being on Series X and Series S. Let's go back in time. Big focus of Xbox has been compatibility. So let's showcase a back compat game. What do you want to showcase?
So let me pop up in the guide again. Let's just jump over to Subnautica, which is a great game from Xbox One as well. And one thing you're going to notice as soon as we quick resume back over to this game is that these colors in this game are looking better than they've ever looked before. So let me just dive into the water here. And that's actually all thanks to a new feature that we have, a platform level feature called Auto HDR.
Oh, that popped
and
in.
This does exactly what it sounds like, and it adds
I'm
HDR to
kidding.
games that have never had it before, which is like a crazy impressive feature. And even games for the Xbox 360, for the original Xbox, you can go play Fusion Frenzy, which was a launch day game on the original Xbox in HDR.
Fusion
and it's just really
Frenzy.
Kind of breathing new life into
That
these games.
is
these
old school.
fantastic classic games.
Fusion Frenzy,
One of
you
the
know.
first game that I ever played
Jeez.
on Xbox. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited to jump in. Kind of been talking about thousands of games across 4 generations. Okay, cool. So I'm looking at this game. This is pretty awesome, and I also been checking out that controller. Familiar, but I know.
But the way he
tweaks
quick
make
resumed
things
between
better,
those
right?
games and how
Yeah, for
fast it
sure.
was,
So
that was
This
slick.
is the brand new Xbox wireless controller. So this is going to come with your Xbox Series X or S when you get it. It's also obviously available to purchase separately. And there's a few things that you're going to notice when you get this controller. The first thing is that it feels really, really comfortable in your hands. So
I do like the
we've taken
Xbox
everything
controllers.
we've learned from,
I do
making
really
the
like
Xbox
them.
One controller, listening
When I
to
play on
fans
PC,
and
I
feedback,
do have
doing
I have
live testing
a
with
Ghost
real
Recon
people all around the
360
world.
controller.
We've
Just feels
actually,
just good to
slightly
hold.
improved the ergonomics of this controller and made it just like ever so slightly smaller, so that it feels even more comfortable in more people's hand sizes, which is awesome, and really kind of making gaming more accessible to more people, which we love doing for sure.
Love that. So the D-pad, I know, inspired by the Elite Series 2.
Yeah.
You got textured grips and on the triggers and bumpers. That's pretty cool. But I know one thing that I love to do is share my experiences in the games, even if they're terrible, like they usually are in multiplayer games. But I know it's quicker than ever to share directly from the Xbox wireless controller, right?
Yeah, for sure. So right here on the controller, we have a new button, and it's called the share button, and it's super useful. All I have to do is just tap it once to capture a screenshot, or press and hold it to capture a game clip. And what this really does is let me keep my focus on the game. So when something awesome happens and I'm like totally freaking out and I need to actually capture that clip, I don't have to take my attention away from the game. I don't have to go into some other menu. I just hit that share button right there and it's automatically captured.
Is that a first for
And
the
we've been
Xbox
talking about
controller?
speed a lot. Not only is it
So it's
faster
similar
than
to
ever
the
actually
what they
take
have
a
on
clip
the
or a screenshot, but
well,
also
PS4
now
does
it's
yeah PS4
faster
does
to
have a
actually
share
it to
button,
your
doesn't
friends
it?
on social
Yeah.
media, right?
Yeah,
But it's
for
just a lot
sure.
quicker
so when
now.
it comes time to share it, I really just go to my phone. I break up my phone. So once I've captured that clip, it automatically gets uploaded to Xbox Live and is available for sharing. I'll get a notification right here on my phone that says, "Hey, you got a new screenshot that's ready to share," and then I can just share that out to any of my friends or networks that my phone knows about. Like the phone is kind of like the ultimate sharing tool. Like it knows about all the different places that I want to share. So really, I love that we're kind of making this whole process seamless and completing that here.
Nice. And then in that Xbox app, I know there's new features that's been redesigned. Walk us through that.
This is the new Xbox mobile app, and we've actually totally rebuilt this app from the ground up in anticipation of the Series X and S launch.
How many of you
So
out
this is
there
actually an app that
actually
you're going
make
to
use of
use to
the
set up your new
console
on
mobile
day one.
apps?
You're gonna be able to
Let
use
me
the
know down in
login
the
to your
comments
Microsoft
below.
account, put in your
I
Wi-Fi
don't use
password,
it.
set
I
up all your
definitely know I
settings while
don't
your
use it.
console's
So
taking that day one
let me know
update.
down in the comments
And then
below if
after
you
that,
actually
your
use
console is
these
really,
apps.
like, just linked directly to your phone. So now, I can just interact with my console right from my phone. So if I'm, out anywhere in the world and I, get really inspired about a particular game that I want to go check out, I can go and search for it right here and remotely download it to my console. So when I get home, it's all ready to play. Also, if I don't, if I just can't wait until I get home to play and I really need to get some gaming in, we also have a brand new feature called Remote Play, which is awesome. And basically, this lets you be able to remotely play any game that's installed on my console here via the Xbox app. And all I have to do is just connect my Xbox wireless controller up to my phone, and then I'm just up and playing right here.
I love that. So your experience with the
Remote
Xbox
play
doesn't
too.
end with the TV
Yeah.
and the console, it extends to your phone. And that
I
is
feel like
really dope.
Sony and
Okay,
Xbox
so
are just
let's find more
taking
games.
things
I
from
know
each other
Xbox Game
to
Pass
make
is
their
a great
own
way to
consoles
discover your next
complete.
favorite game. And directly from home, we actually have content blocks, and Xbox Game Pass is one of them. So let's talk about that.
So as I was saying earlier, really one of the things that we want the dashboard and home to be able to do is to help you find that next thing to play, help you find that next game. So when you're kind of going around looking for inspiration and you're browsing around the dashboard, Game Pass is a big part of that, and we've really built that into the experience. And when I go down from the top of home here, you can see the Game Pass block. And you can check out all of our featured titles, what's been added to the Game Pass catalog recently. When I click into it, you sort of get the full experience and get to look at the full breadth of the catalog here. Be able to go in here, check out the details about one of these games, be able to kick it off for an install if it's looking cool.
Nice. And of course, on November 10th, we have a huge addition to Xbox Game Pass, right?
Yeah, on November 10th, launch day for these consoles, we are adding EA Play to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Oh yeah.
Which gives you access to all those
EA
games that are in the
Play.
EA Play catalog, all the games, all the trials, and you can just
Old
play them
school
right here for
EA
Ultimate.
Does that give me
was
access
pretty
to
hype.
Titanfall 2?
Not gonna
You
lie.
access to Titanfall
Fight
2.
night games, I am
Midday, I'm so
down
excited.
for that.
So of course, if a game
Down
is
for
not
those
in
fight night
Xbox Game
games.
Pass, you just
Jeez.
want to purchase it, then you go over to the Xbox store, which I hear has been redesigned. Of course, speed.
Yeah,
Talk about
definitely. So I'll just pop right into the store here, and the first thing that we really focused on with the new store is speed and performance. We wanted to make sure that it is
That
as
was
fast
fast.
as possible for you to get into
That
the
was
store and
really
to
fast.
be able to search
Just
for
went
games
boop,
and find
and you were
something that
there.
you want to play. So you saw how fast that launched. You can see as we're sort of going around here how quick the user interface is to navigate here. If I want to check out more details about a game, maybe I want to see Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I can click into it, check out the details page here, see trailers, information about the game, and kind of everything that I need to decide whether or not I want to buy it.
Nice. And of course, that speed also translates to the download speeds, which I hear are improved on both the consoles.
Yeah, we have brand new advanced networking hardware in both of these consoles that lets us take more full advantage of your home internet connection when you're downloading games. So you're kind of not going to be bumping up against those kind of hardware restricted caps anymore on those downloads, and we'll be able to kind of more fully take advantage of that connection and get you those games faster than ever.
That is dope. And of course, to see all your games, you would head over to My Games and Apps.
One thing I hate is waiting for a game to download.
Also on Showcase,
So that's
where
good.
those games came
That's
from, right?
Yeah, definitely. So if I dive into
That's
My
a
Games and
plus
Apps,
for
like,
me.
this is really where I go to see all the games that are installed on my console as well.
Cyberpunk.
And see the games that I have access to
Flexing.
as well. So
Cyberpunk.
just sort of coming into here.
It's
These
got
are all the games that I
Cyberpunk.
have installed here. You can see kind of how fast all this is loading.
Just click
you'll
on
also
Cyberpunk.
notice that we have some badges on some of these tiles here that tell you
Forget
which
that,
subscriptions games are
Cyberpunk.
coming from. So you
Click
see
on it.
Burnout Paradise Remastered coming from EA Play.
Click on
Doom Eternal,
Cyberpunk.
as well as the Outer Worlds coming in from Game Pass. And it's just really nice to be able to scroll through here and just kind of see exactly where everything's coming from.
Yep, and all of those services obviously bring in more games than ever, and you may need a little bit of extra space. So little birdie told me that you have one of those new Seagate storage expansions with you.
I do.
There it is.
Right here. So this is the Seagate 1 terabyte storage expansion card, and I mean this thing is really just like a marvel of engineering. The first time that I saw this, I was just totally blown away. So full terabyte of storage right in here. It plugs directly into the back of the console, and this storage is actually just as fast as, you know, our crazy fast NVMe SSD that we have inside the console. So that means that you're going to get those same load times. You're going to get quick resume. You're going to get to be able to,
That's cool.
you know, play Xbox Series X and S games directly off of this drive.
But then also there's an option if maybe you need to store more games with the regular USB, right?
Yeah, for sure. So especially, you know, if you're looking to play backwards compatible games like Xbox One, Xbox 360, or original Xbox games, you can just plug in a USB hard drive like you do today and play any of those games off of here, and then, you know, save your kind of faster SSD storage for those next gen games.
I love that. Now that's the first time that I'm seeing it, and again, you were right. It is a marvel of engineering. Do you mind if I do the honors and plug it in?
Absolutely. There you go.
God, okay, here we go. Here we go, everybody. I am, boom. Look at that.
All
I
right.
did it, and that was fast. There you go. Again, we've been talking about speed this entire time.
And I never really thought about that. Like, you save the faster drives for the next gen games, and then the older games for any random USB.
On November 10th, you're gonna get Xbox Series X and Series S. We're really focusing, we've been talking about it, higher frame rates, faster load times, and richer, more dynamic worlds, and thousands of games across generations, including Assassin's Creed Valhalla as a new game, and Cyberpunk. I'm super excited to play.
It's right there, guys.
Harrison, let's just
Cyberpunk.
some dirt, though.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, I thought I was going to click Cyberpunk for a second there. Dirt 5, well, this particularly is not the best game to showcase the power of your console, you know? Like, it is not the best example to showcase that. Like, guys, I think I might want an Xbox. I think I really do want either the Series X or S. I've heard a few things about how the Series S is not quite up to par. Obviously, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know down in the comments below. As I mentioned at the top of the video, Xbox is not exactly my forte. I've never had to own one. But what I wanted to do, obviously, on the channel, since we've done so much PlayStation content, I wanted to expand a bit and get into Xbox content as well. See what you guys love about Xbox. Have a look into that. Feel your energy, your passion. That's what I want. But that was pretty cool. When they started talking about frame rates, I was like, 60 FPS is more than enough for me. I would love to try games at 120. If I could play Doom Eternal at 120, amazing. Ori at 120, I know that's been confirmed. That'd be pretty sick. The menu, things were moving around really fast as well. When he started talking about at the end there how you save the faster drives for the next gen games and then just use any old USB stick for the backwards compatible games, the older generation titles. I never really thought about it like that. I was like, wow, you know what? It will still actually run really fast regardless. I think the biggest thing about Xbox especially is that it has such a wide breadth of titles available for you right at launch, which gives it such an advantage because even if you never owned an Xbox before, you have so much to play right from the get-go. You know, they're talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla, talking about Cyberpunk 2077, they're talking about Dirt 5, all these new games coming out. You've got 1,000, 2,000 odd games that you could play from OG Xbox, you know? EA Play on Game Pass itself. It makes me really think that, you know what, maybe this coming gen, I may just want to get an Xbox Series X, you know? An S, maybe, maybe not. I think, obviously, if you're going to go in, you're going to go all in, you might as well just get a Series X, regardless. But that looked really impressive, guys. It's swaying me hard. I don't think it would be financially smart to get both consoles at this point in time. But definitely at some point next year, I'll be looking to get a Series X and join the Xbox family, as we call it. What did you guys think, obviously, of that run through of the demo? They went through a lot of stuff there. They showed you all the UI, they showed you some of the menus, how certain things work, quick resume, which was pretty damn fast, going into the Xbox store, which is pretty fast as well. Are you impressed? Does it make you look forward more to this console coming out, or do you think could have been better? Let me know down in the comments below. If you have enjoyed the video, please do consider giving me a like, sharing it with your friends, and hitting that subscribe button. You know, thank you very much everyone who's been subscribing to the channel. I've currently set a target of 10k, just somewhere in the distance that I could just look at and, you know, try to reach. And I'm a pirate on my pirate ship looking at the island in the distance, and I'm sailing there right now. Thank you very much everyone who has subscribed to the channel, and thank you very much everyone who will subscribe in the future. I really do appreciate it. That was the full official next-gen walkthrough of the Xbox Series X and S. They have the same kind of menu in this case. The full demo of it. It's looking slick. It's making me think to pick up the console in 2021. Do of course check out some of the other videos on the channel. The playlist will pop up now. Do hit that subscribe button and keep notifications open, and I'll see you in another one of my videos. Peace.